Good day guys, my name is Lil Tomo and welcome to the Sonic the Hedgehog competition announcement. Before I continue, I'd like to say first and foremost thank you everybody who's actually subscribed to my channel or just a passerby, just for checking out the stuff that I do. Of course it's not the top tier high end sort of stuff that's currently out there, generally speaking from a review point of view, but it is something that I do appreciate you guys staying tuned and just generally enjoying the stuff that I do. Or if you hate it, at least you've checked that out, whatnot. But yeah, to you guys and everybody who's actually into this competition, thank you so much for staying tuned and just being great people. Of course, that's one of the perks of being part of any community, regardless of what it is. Of course, in this case, it's been Sonic and the universe. So thank you guys for staying tuned. Of course, it's always, I appreciate you guys as much as the next person out there. So of course, we are here to find out who won and all that sort of stuff. Now, first and foremost, regarding that, this was one of the toughest ones that I had to judge, simply because they were creative in so many sense, and that to the point where I could actually envision that as being a potential add-on to the actual consoles and game, and all that sort of stuff. And I kind of felt, these would be awesome ideas to actually implement in future games if anybody of that industry that create like Sonic Team and all that sort of stuff actually check out this video. But that being said, thank you so much for partaking, and I'm here to announce, of course, first prize. So the first prize, I will of course highlight the reasoning behind I select the ones, but first prize goes to Katie Did 1097. I hope I pronounced that right. I will leave a description of what she wrote, and she also actually drew a picture for this competition. So she won on dual fronts, of course. She took that extra mile, in my honest opinion. But her description more or less is, this power-up is for Sonic. Tails created this Cyborg suit called the Hedgehog Zero that could better enhance Sonic's ability when faced with difficult tasks. The suit can smash through any surface by using his spin dash or any other move. The suit has a laser shooter for getting rid of badniks and Robotnik faster. The suit, however, has an energy bar and can only be used for a short amount of time before the energy is used up. Sonic can restore the energy bar by collecting 75 rings or less. Now, this could play off, of course, the whole supersonic-esque sort of feel to it, but what made me drive the point that I think she should have came first is simply because her drawing is phenomenal. But if you step back a bit, you could actually understand the diverse nature that is what is happening in the universe. Let me give you an example. Sonic has always been against, for the most part anyway, of having his friends being captured and put into robots. At what desperate measure does Tails and Sonic have to reach that he needs to be infused with mechanical bits to become half Sonic, half Cyborg, to take down Robotnik? It really gives a dim view on the universe that is Sonic the Hedgehog, the darker part of it. And I think that within itself, I don't know if she did it subconsciously or consciously or whatnot, but that to me kind of gives the whole vibe that Robotnik will at one stage, and I honestly think, and I would honestly like them to explore it as well, that it would become a darker universe, and by darker universe, Robotnik is winning and Sonic has to fight fire by fire, even if he has to sacrifice part of who he is, part of his soul, to become this cybernetic Sonic version, which I think is awesome. Anyway, you can check out everything that she said at the bottom. Of course, she also drew a picture. I'm going to link that as well. You can check out the picture. I think it's quite awesome. I hope you guys obviously, congrats on her on that sort of stuff. So yeah, definitely. So she's definitely going to be getting the Shadow the Hedgehog remote control. I'm going to message you personally just to grab your details so I can ship it out to you. Now, the second prize, every other person that's entered, it just, I had to really think it in a practical dim view sort of aspect in the universe itself to really enforce it. The second one kind of works with winner number one, but of course the one who won initially drew the extra picture, so she did that extra step. But the second person is Sega Superstar. I will personally message you as well. Essentially, his power up, I'll sum it up. You can see the description. I'm going to list it down below as well. His power up is for Dr Robotnik or Dr Eggman, which of the two you guys like to refer. And he's essentially reached the point where he no longer captures creatures to use it as robots. He doesn't actually technically kill him, just uses their life force to basically, control his mechanical creatures. But he actually creates a machine that allows him to have like super speed and intellectual more superior than he was before, and so that's kind of giving him a super strength, super speed, super intelligence, just amps him up so much faster to become in par with Sonic. And at the cost of absorbing the little animal's life force. So he's essentially becomes sadistic Robotnik. He essentially kills these little creatures, takes their life force to become a better enhanced, which once again reflects back on the whole dimness on how far is Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman willing to go to defeat his adversary, to control the universe. Really puts things in perspective. Like, you constantly see Sonic, Robotnik, they're constantly just butting heads. But now you've reached that point where it's just like, you know what? I need to take him on. I need to be that step forward. I need to be that person which takes out Sonic. So he essentially sacrifices creatures, living beings, so he become a better being. He also added, which I think is awesome, a limiter to that, and this only works for 30 minutes. So you can only imagine what actually happens. He needs to kill more creatures to become more enhanced to take out Sonic, which in a way I think and kind of feel that it works with the winner number one, kind of like desperations on both parts to basically win. Like, at what point, how hard of a sacrifice must you make, either yourself or other creatures, to win a battle? So yeah, second prize to you, Sega Superstar. You're gonna get this mug. I'm gonna send you a message and other sort of stuff. Now, of course, there were other people that partook it, and I just felt that you guys needed something, just because I knew you guys went out of your way to, I guess, create your ideas. I will leave description. Third and fourth will get the same prize, which is a, if I show you guys, a free comic book day, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic comic origin book. It's kind of like a two-parter, so you get like a Mega Man and all that sort of stuff. So if you guys never had this, I'll send you a PM. If you guys want it, I'll send it out to you, no charge whatsoever. If you guys obviously don't want it, you know, that's it. But yeah, so there's going to be a third and fourth, which are essentially just this. The third and fourth is Awesome Pack 1, 2, 3. Essentially, this idea is phenomenal. Think of it this way. I will leave a description, of course, but he destroys the TV box, and out comes a limited amount of time. Right, sorry, let me rephrase that. The power up for Sonic, the power up is will work when he hits the TV monitor. When he only has a limited amount of time to activate its power up. The name of the item is called Ring Shock. I think it's quite fitting in the universe. Sonic jumps in the air and rings go everywhere, destroying the enemy, but will lose 10 rings if performed. But it would be a lot easier without all the robots, I hope. Essentially, he destroys the box. He has a limited time. He does kind of like this burst attack, and a bunch of rings just scatter everywhere, destroying every single badnik out there. I think that's actually awesome, to be honest. I really do. The only reason I didn't feel it wasn't up there, it's not to say it's bad, it's just there wasn't too much of a drawback, kind of like a pros and cons sort of aspect with items and that sort of stuff. And the other person that won is Pat Matt. I hope I pronounced that right. Essentially, his power up is anti-gravitational. What do you call it? Anti-gravitational shoe. Essentially, it works for Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. They can basically, I guess for the most part, manipulate not time and space, but manipulate gravitational pull, and they can climb up boards and other sort of stuff. To an extent, I think that's awesome. It makes sense, but I don't know. It's not to say that it's bad. It's awesome. Truly, it is. It's just when pairing up to everything else, I kind of feel I didn't quite get there, simply because I didn't really necessarily kind of get a vibe from it. Like I said, don't get me wrong, Pamela, you've done an awesome job on yours. You know, I really envisioned it. I just figured, you know, yeah. I'm sorry, that's the best explanation I can get. But yeah, you awesome Pack 1, 2, 3 and Pat Matt are both getting yourselves a free comic. So I hope that's something. Now everything's been announced. You can check out the descriptions below. More importantly, I want to basically just let you know on the rundown what's going to be happening. The rundown simply being the, what's the wording for it? The new Sonic Boom game that's going to be coming out in November. As you guys may be aware, there's going to be a copious amount of merchandise coming out, figurines, I would imagine statues, just a lot of toys and a lot of stuff, which I'm going to be buying for reviews. That being said, I want you guys to look out, hopefully when, I'll just say, let me just check, November, December, January, that's when I'm going to be announcing my newest competition, where I'm going to be buying all these new Sonic Boom merchandise. and give it to you guys as prizes as well. So look out for that if you guys are into this whole competition and that sort of stuff. Just something that you guys can look for. I will be making more competitions of that. The newest one will be about Sonic Boom and that sort of stuff, so check that out. Anyway guys, thank you so much for checking out this review. Leave a note, what's your thoughts on the entries if you want to. Better yet, what sort of prizes are you actually more or less into, so I can, you know, cater to you guys, you know, give something that you guys actually want. Like, I don't know if you guys wanted this or not, but yeah, let me know. Anyway guys, thank you so much for checking out this competition. Thanks for entry. Once again, my shout outs to everybody who are part talk, and you're truly awesome people. Anyway guys, speed on and take care.